alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this new English lesson. This lesson is for the third intermediate, the second semester. The subject is English, full blast 6. The lesson is 4D, going abroad. It's the first part of the lesson, read and vocabulary. The lesson was prepared and will be presented by Mrs. Atidal Al-Ghani. For today's objectives, we are going to identify structures and functions in a context of a text. Then we are going to read for specific information. Afterwards, we are going to say vocabulary related to the text. As a warm-up, now, can we say, how can we go abroad? How can we go to other countries? What are the means of communication that can be used in traveling or going abroad? Abroad means you go from one country to another. See? So it's like traveling, okay? So we go through planes or by planes, we go by cars, we go by ships, okay? We can also go by trains. We have a fast train like the ones the one they cruise through in Europe, okay? Very good. Okay. Now, we are going to listen. What do the verbs in bold mean? Match them with the pictures from A to H. So the words in bold are these, the words that are a bit darker than the other words. So what do they mean? And then we are going to match them with the pictures. But first, listen carefully to these phrases.
4D. Going abroad. 1. Vocabulary. Listen. What do the verbs in bold mean? Match them with the pictures A to H.
1. Ted waved goodbye to Gordon. 2. My grandfather hugs me whenever he sees me. 3. Do people in your country shake hands when they greet each other? 4. Hamid met his brother at the bus stop and they kissed each other on the cheek. 5. Harry nodded to show that he agreed with Mark. 6. Japanese people bow when they want to greet someone. 7. There's Harry, said Liam, and pointed to a boy who was walking past. 8. Smile, I want to take your picture.
Okay, so look at the pictures. Look at these two pictures. We're going to match them with the correct phrase. Okay, so picture A. We have two boys. One is smiling and the other is holding a camera in his hand. Usually we take pictures with cameras. Very good. So A is very good. Smile. I want to take your picture. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so A is 8. B, what are they doing? Yes, they are bowing. So Japanese people bow when they want to greet someone. This is the way they greet someone. Very good. So we have B is 6. Excellent. Now, look at C. What are they doing? Yes, they are shaking hands. So do people in your country shake hands when they greet each other? They shake hands. This is how they shake hands. Very good. It's 3. Okay, let's see exercise D. What are they doing? Okay, you see his head, you see the arrows, it's going down and up and down. So it is nodding. Yes, when you move your head up and down, it's a nod. Very good. So it's 5. Harry nodded to show that he agreed with Mark. Excellent. Great job. Okay, now look at E. What is this old man doing to this young boy? He's hugging him. Yes, it's a hug. Yes, so my grandfather hugs me whenever he sees me. Very good. Okay, this is what we call a hug, number 2. Okay, now look at F. What is he doing? Look at his finger here. He is pointing. Yes, he's pointing. So that's Harry, said Liam, and pointed to a boy who was walking past. Very good. So F is 7. Great job. Okay, now look at these two men. They are brothers. They are kissing. Yes. So Hamid met his brother at the bus stop and they kissed each other on the cheek. There you go. They are kissing on the cheek. Very good. 4. Now, look at the boys here. He's leaving. So they're saying goodbye using the hand gesture, which is a wave. Yes, it's called wave. Very good. So it is, which one? Ted waved goodbye to Gordon. Very good. There you go. It's 1. Excellent. Great job. Okay. Now, below are some travel tips. We're going to listen and then we're going to read and discuss it thoroughly. Okay, listen carefully. This is the reading part. Listen carefully.
Travel tips. Cultural differences. Before you travel to a foreign country, it is a good idea to learn a few things about the customs and gestures of the people. These may be very different from yours, and if you're not familiar with them, you might make a fool of yourself or even get into trouble.
Okay, so here they tell you that before you go to another country, you should learn some of their customs because each country has its own traditions and customs and gestures and movements that indicate that they are from that country. Okay, let's start for the first country. It is Saudi Arabia. Okay, listen carefully.
Saudi Arabia. Many Saudis offer their guests a delicious qahwa or Arabic coffee, which they pour from a special coffee pot which is held high above the guest's cup. What most foreigners don't know is that your host will keep pouring coffee until you let him know you don't want any more. You do this by shaking the cup from side to side.
So in Saudi Arabia, it's from being a hospitality that you offer coffee, Arabic coffee. And then the foreigners don't know that if you don't need any more, you just have to shake the cup from side to side. Okay, this is a tradition or a custom in Saudi Arabia. Okay, so let's see the second country. It's China. Let's hear what do they have in China.
China. Greeting in China is usually a slight nod and a bow. Also, it is polite to offer a gift to a Chinese host when you visit. However, hosts will often refuse the gift many times before accepting it.
Okay, so in China, you have to move your head slightly, you nod your head, and then you bow with your body. Okay, so it's a slight a head movement and a body bow. Okay, it is polite. If you give a gift, you have to give a gift, but then the host will refuse it for a couple of times and then he will accept it or she will accept it from you. So this is a tradition in China. Okay, it's a custom. Okay, how about Peru? Let's listen to Peru.
Peru. Raising your eyebrows in most countries is a sign of surprise. But in Peru, it means money or pay me. So if someone from Peru owes you money, remember to raise your eyebrow.
Okay, so these are what we call eyebrows. So when a person from Peru raises his eyebrows, it means he needs money or he owes you some money. So you will have to give him back his money. Okay, so eyebrows in Peru doesn't mean surprise, it means money. Very good. Now let's see in India. Okay, listen carefully.
India. Be careful when you want to point at something in India because it is impolite to use your finger. You should either signal to something using your chin or even better, your whole hand. Also, in some places, you need to remove your shoes. It's considered rude behavior if you don't. And if you offend someone, the best way to say sorry is to tap the person on the shoulder, then tap your forehead.
Okay, so in India, you should not use your index finger to point at anybody. It is impolite. You either signal to something using your chin or your whole hand, okay? In some places, you need also to remove your shoes. I think we have this tradition also here, custom here in Saudi Arabia as well. We don't wear our shoes inside houses, okay? Uh, it is also it's also rude behavior if you don't remove your shoes. And if you offend someone or maybe say bad things about someone, the best way to be polite and to apologize is to tap the person on the shoulder. Then you tap your forehead, the above part. It's above your eyebrows. This is the forehead right here. So you tap first on the shoulder, on the person you want to apologize to, and then you tap your own forehead. So this is a custom. Okay, now read the text again and the statements 1 and 4 and say where the people traveled to. Let's see. Number 1, I asked a man for information about a building and pointed at it with my finger. He looked very annoyed. So he was annoyed by the pointing figure. So who are the people who don't like pointing? Excellent. Very good. Excellent. It's India. Excellent. Okay, number 2. When I arrived, I gave him a present, but he didn't want it. I had to offer it again and again until he finally took it. Who have this custom? Okay, very good. The Chinese people. Excellent. Very good. Okay. It was my first month and I didn't want to bump into this person because I owed him money. But when I did, he just looked really surprised. Very strange. So he raised his eyebrows. So what is this? Very good. Peru. Okay. Number 4. When I held my cup close to the coffee pot, waiting for my host to pour me some coffee, he was shocked. Okay, so yes, very good. In Saudi Arabia, actually, when you hold your cup, you start to move it, it means you don't need any more. Very good. So this is in Saudi Arabia. Excellent. Great job. Okay, now we are going to find words in the text about Peru and India. We have these two texts that match the meanings below. Let's go back to the Peru and to India. Move something to a higher position. Let's see. Let's go back to the Peru and India. Here, be careful when you want to point at something in India because it is impolite to use your finger. You should either signal to something using your chin or even better, your whole hand. Also, in some places, you need to remove your shoes. It is considered rude behavior if you don't. And if you offend someone, the best way to say sorry is to tap the person on the shoulder, then tap your forehead. Let's go back to Peru and see. Raising your eyebrows in most countries is a sign of surprise, but in Peru it means money or pay me. So if someone from Peru owes you money, remember to raise your eyebrows. So what is the meaning of raise? Yes, very good. Excellent. Move something to a higher position, it is raise. Okay. The part of your head, of your face above your eyes. Yes, very good. It is the forehead. Yes, in India, you have to tap your forehead to say sorry after tapping the shoulder. Very good. Have to give money to someone because you borrowed it. The word, oh, very good. In Peru, yes, when you owe them, they raise their eyebrows. You have to raise the eyebrows in asking the money. Very good. Great job. Okay. Make people understand by sending a message or sign. What do you use? Yes, in India, they don't like pointing. You have to send a signal. Very good. Signal. The part of your face under your mouth. What do you have? This pointy part is called a chin. Very good. Chin. To be rude and unpleasant to somebody. Yes. To be offensive. Offend. Yes. Very good. To hit quickly and lightly with the fingers when you, yes, very good. In India, you tap the shoulder, tap. Yes, very good. Great job. Okay, now let's see. We are going to read again and write T for true, F for false, or NM for not mentioned. Gahwa is served in small cups. Yes, this is true. Very good. If you don't make a specific gesture, your Saudi host won't stop pouring coffee. Yes, very good. Excellent. Okay. Chinese people will only accept certain types of gifts. Did they say anything about this? Very good. So it's not mentioned. They will keep on refusing for several times, and at the end they will accept it. There's a Peruvian facial expression which tells someone they owe money. Very good. They raise their eyebrows. Yes, it's true. Never point at something with your whole hand in India. Actually, yes, it's false. You never point with your finger, but you use your whole hand. Tapping an Indian person on the shoulder will offend him or her. Actually, this is the way you apologize. Okay, great job. Very good. So it's a false statement. Okay, to sum up today's lesson, we identified structures and functions of a context in a text, then we read for specific information, and we said vocabulary related to the text. Today's references were Full Blast 6 Students Book, Full Blast 6 Teacher's Guide, Full Blast 6 Audio, and Google Clip Arts for pictures. Thank you for attending today's lesson. Hope you had fun and enjoyed. See you next time.